Hello audience, welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. I'm your host NuclearStorm. Today we'll be looking at a replay that one of my friends requested me to cast. It was a very decent replay. I found it very entertaining to watch, and I will not disclose the name of him because that would just be stupid. So to start things off, we have its 4v4 ISIS, very reminiscent of the original ISIS. Still got the 2 choke points, got the single choke points, but we just have lots of players. I'm pretty sure this has been casted before, the map in general, but not this. So to get things started, let's take a look at the teams. We have, we're going to call this Team 1, Executioner, Oh No, Chevalier, and NuclearStorm. For Team 2, which is going to be the right side, we have Momo Uchiha, Ionic, the Combo, and HB Diehard. So, without further ado, let's get things started. Chevalier asking how much reclaim there is. NuclearStorm telling him that there is not much reclaim in the middle other than for a few rocks. Not the Titan Wrecks and all that you normally expect. So, now, since this is a pretty large map, might lead to turtling, we're just going to get things started and let them expand. So, from what I've seen before, NuclearStorm plans to go air, Chevalier plans to do land, Oh No is planning to do land, and Executioner is planning air. This team, I was not too sure. Combo, I'm pretty sure, is going land. One of these two is going air because they do need air. And Diehard looks like he wants to tech. So, we have little groups of strikers, making sure that no raiding groups get in. NuclearStorm feeling like he wants a tech, already is preparing to upgrade his mass extractors, and is already almost got one halfway done. NuclearStorm commenting the Combo will try Mercies, which is an actual possibility considering he is Aeon. Scouting coming out for both players, we see a bomber, so it must be a plan of just some bomber harassment. But we do have Tech 1 Mobile AA out, so that will probably be stopped. And let's see here. Scouts are finally going out for HB and Momo. They're going to see just the bases, maybe see the NuclearStorm's teching as the bomber comes out and is going to begin harassment. Let's see what it kills. It misses a radar. Chevalier asking for air, as the second bombing run does kill the radar, which is probably very frustrating. Nice little raiding group of Auroras. The ACU is sent out to dispatch them. We have Momo and Ionic working together. Ionic putting spam on, also got his mass extractors being teched. So it looks like we will see teching in this game. Combo and Ionic saying they've met each other before. That's nice. Combo just reclaiming mass. Going up against 2 ACUs, he is probably not long for this world if they decide to push him. We have basically the same situation up here, but it's a tough UEF ACU and can probably take the damage. They're planning on killing the white ACU with this army. Sorry about that. A point defense goes up, and Chevalier decides to open fire with the ACU. Momo brings his ACU in, and Chevalier starts microing, because if you take damage from all that already, it will hurt quite a bit. HB considering Combo is failing, considering no spam. Diehard is commenting on it, very mean. Chevalier wondering where NuclearStorm's air is. NuclearStorm believing he wanted T3, which is probably a good idea considering that large maps, Tech 1 interceptors will probably get outdated and flak will kill them. Chevalier saying they need T1, which I think is their needs are fine because they do have 2 factory spamming Tech 1 interceptors up there. Roll down there for Team 1. We have a scouting party going in. A small attack over here that looks like a point defense destroyed. Some kiting being attempted from Ionic, one Aurora gets out alive because they are just so weak. I mean, when guided correctly, they will slaughter. We have Tech 2 point defense for Momo, so they want to do the standard UEF tactic, point defense creep into oblivion. We have Tech 2 Air Factory out for Nuclear Storm. Still lowest score, but let's take a look at the eco for the moment. We have 67, 43, 43, 47, 55, 43, 58, and 42. So Nuclear Storm does have a decent eco, but not sure what's keeping his score down. We'll see later on how that changes. Possible drops coming in from Momo, as we see the point defense creep, as Ionic feels like they are going to need flak and attack missile defense, because, well, gunships are a real threat when there's T2 air out. Scouts being pumped out for Nuclear Storm as he gets Tech 2 power. Is most likely going to begin, if he is an air player, begin his resource allocation upgrade soon, since he was intending to go T3. And yep, he begins his T3 air, resource allocation upgrade. Combo doing decent teching, also getting the resource allocation, so these two might be dueling in air. They're both taking standard air builds, but Nuclear Storm does have more mass capped, so that might lead to something. Oh no, commenting on Nuclear Storm's fast ability to get a resource allocation system. Chevalier requesting the front be scouted. Nuclear Storm quickly responds by spamming a few Tech 1 scouts. And we are seeing the bane of UEF being used to try and stop it, which is going to be TAC missiles, but at this point, just 2 shields are probably going to be too much, and the TAC missile defense might actually do its job. I mean, once you get enough, it'll do the job of any other TAC missile defense. Personally, I think it does better once you get around 20 of them. We have massive buildup of interceptors, just Tech 1 for both teams, but more for Team 2. As we see a Air Factory going T3 for Nuclear Storm, as he also gets the double RAS. Nuclear Storm commenting on his score spike, as he gets resource allocation and lots of expensive upgrades that boost his eco. We see a push going on over here, as we have a crap ton of mobile missile launchers peppering this base, but the shield might hold out. The shield goes down, but there are backup shields in reserve. But when those shields do go down, stuff will probably die. We're seeing still massive buildup of interceptors. Nuclear Storm bringing his mass extractors to T3. As we just have looks like a just stalemate over here, with Die Hard using his extremely efficient attack missile defense to fend off against the other Cybern. But when it comes down to just sheer land units, those point defenses will not hold out if bricks and that come out. T3 air is out for Nuclear Storm. We are seeing the first air superiority fighters at minute 15. Now we're still seeing Tech 1 spam out for almost both players. Never mind. Nuclear Storm commenting that he has ASF and feels probably confident that he can win air. Chevy says T3 land. Nuclear Storm guessing combo is T3 because their scores were very similar. But in reality, combo is spamming Tech 3 land, while also getting some Tech 3 mass extractors up. So now, at the around 17-minute mark, let's take a look at mass again. Looks like 130. 107. Wait. Yeah, 132. 127. 156. 76. 95. 95. 95. And 69. So there's a pretty massive difference between the two teams when it comes to, and Back to the game, we have decent buildup of units for both sides. Gonna be interesting. We have a battle down here where the Harbies are just putting these poor little loyalists to shame. Need bricks because loyalists, they're a good Tech 3 assault bot, but just too squishy at this moment. That's just a reference from other strategy games. Probably, if any of you played Dota 2, still not as good as Supreme Commander. This will always be my favorite game, but just using the comment as weak since I have been playing that a bit. But anyways, that doesn't matter at the moment. We are seeing mobile arty versus stationary arty as both are taking heavy hits. I think he's got a bit more DPS since, well, he's got more arty and it's a lot cheaper. We also have spearheads, which is pretty rare. NuclearStorm suggesting strategic bombers from EXE, possibly to get a snipe, because it looks like NuclearStorm is the only one at T3, but we do have small amounts of T3 out for both teams, but NuclearStorm just has 30 compared to HB's 4. As we're seeing what looks like a decent Tech 1 air spam, we're just seeing ASF coming in mopping this all up, as I will slow down. We are seeing patrols in NuclearStorm feeling like micro would be easier to get the good gap on them. We are seeing the Harbies from Ionic taking down that defense. Combo commenting they've lost their good game. I'm pretty sure NuclearStorm is a decent air player. And yes, I'm pretty sure you found out by now. That is me. I'm just being horrible at hiding it. But anyways, Chevalier here is just sitting there, dodging shots from both his teams already and that already. We have anti-nukes going up for probably all players. Looks like Combo's the only one with one over there. NuclearStorm does have one planned, and there's a Tech 2 power over it. That's strange. Nuclear spammer season now. Oh yes, this is why. We have Combo has a GC on the way as Mercies are being frantically spammed up by NuclearStorm. What will this be able to do? We see the Mercy Swarm coming in. That's a lot of damage per second, and it's pretty cheap compared to a GC. We have the GC that NuclearStorm, I heard, donated an NG for, as the Mercies put lots of DPS on it, and Combo is commenting kill the Mercies, but they have no air that they're willing to sacrifice for it. As we're seeing the GCs start to stand off, Combo should have probably just kept running. HB is saying needs more GC, and we have another one being spammed. We have Tech 3 point defense over here, which is what probably kicked Chevalier off of his little fire base that is now just two walls that are sitting there doing nothing. Combo commenting that he cannot spam any more than this. He's got the Eco Fort and has a mass, but he needs power. And we are seeing NuclearStorm just has a lot of mass that he doesn't seem to know what to do with. And I'm pretty sure I've seen him just, yeah, he's giving it to other players so he does not waste it. And it looks like he is starting to power stall a bit, so yeah, he's assigned a Tech 3 engineer and a few Tech 1 engineers to go build more T3 power. And there's a Fat Boy that is just shelling this firebase. As you can see, this Fat Boy does have nice range, but with the out Omni, they will not be able to counter it, since Tech 2 artillery is a very good counter when you can actually see what's going on. As we see in the distance, a Galactic Colossus or a GC is just going to sit there, observe the nice little gap in between him and his enemy. Just more and more ASF spam out for NuclearStorm. Up to 74 air superiority fighters versus 24 for Die Hard. So it looks like NuclearStorm is holding a massive lead. But we also do have 12 Wasps out for Momo. But, of course, over here there is T3 air. But this could be a game changer. There is lots of AA right here that could possibly make an air fight really bad. We're seeing air being mobilized. Possibly a snipe. Almost done with Scathus. Yep, we're seeing a Scathus, a bane of most turtles, because it just fires so many shells and has such high DPS, and with the new shield nerf, just can cause so much damage. And on a small map like ISIS, it can really mess things up for you. HB is saying he's almost ready. I presume a snipe is in the works. Yep, I am seeing strategic bombers. Combo commenting that only a real jerk would put a Scathus on a map this small. But it is a viable strategy if you can defend it properly. We have a GC mobilized. We have a GC that could possibly kill. We have GCs out here for the other, which might... we're seeing the GC being mobilized. Going to kill Momo, but that's a tough ACU. And these strap bombers could save this poor little guy who is just probably running for his life. As we have two GCs coming onto Team 1. We might see these strategic bombers possibly precipitate into a large air fight. This GC will most likely fall just to the Harbies and other numbers. We have an air fight going on. Patrols from everyone else, but NuclearStorm feeling like he wants to micro. Oh, are we going to see him? We're seeing NuclearStorm just microing and slaughtering everyone else's ASF. You see strategic bombers being mobilized. Oh, this is so sad. It goes down. NuclearStorm spamming mercies again because he has a GC on his doorstep and there is no real defense. We have strategic bombers possibly going for a snipe. Will Chevalier be able to get the dodge? Nope, he will tank him, and the ASF quickly just vaporize that attack. As you were seeing, NuclearStorm's just spamming those mercies for his life. Looks like he will get it with this batch of mercies since there's more than enough to kill 10k HP. The GC gets almost to the spam, and it dies right there. The Fat Boy kills 10 to 12 engineers. Comments, that's a lot of mercies, which, well, when you don't have much time, it's a good idea. And here we have a snipe coming in for... Oh, we have a snipe. Is it going to be pulled off? We have a snipe for HB. The first track goes down. Does he get the dodge? And no, he does not. NuclearStorm just a fraction of a second too late. I mean, with the stealth bombers, it's just a pain. And Executioner trying to bash and blame this on NuclearStorm, but oh no, does comment that NuclearStorm did try and stop it. But ASF can only go so far, and the stealth probably let it get in close enough to where I could do nothing, well, or NuclearStorm, whichever one you want to use. We have decent air spam out for many players now, but let's take a look at engineers right here. We have Momo with around 120 engineers around his factory. As NuclearStorm really packing the engineers. Has almost 300 engineers. I remember seeing from one of Guile's casts that this is brighter than the sun. I will disagree. That is not too bright for my standards, but of course he could always have his brightness higher. Now Team 1 is feeling very exposed as we have a massive assault coming in with a Mega and a GC. And we also have a GC up here, so this could possibly be the end for them, for Team 1. They have very few experimentals to defend. NuclearStorm does have a Galactic Colossus in the work, but but that will not be enough to stop that, because we have a Megalith and 2 GCs. The Spider's going to try and take care of it. Combo knows that they need to kill Nuclear Storm if they want to be able to win air and just take the win easy. Because Nuclear Storm has dominated air since T3. I mean, as he continues to spam Mercies, there's just no real Air Force that can match his at the moment. He just has massive numbers over everyone. I mean, 143 ASF compared to 25 and 36. He just has almost double what everyone else has combined. We see one GC probably go down. The Mercies are being spammed once more. Combo's GC's feeling lucky and starts to move in towards Nuclear Storm, hoping to get the kill. The Mercies pop it as his GC is finished and is ready to move into combat, as we have another GC coming in trying to get the kill on Nuclear, as they are pinging him frantically, and Nuclear Storm probably should run. He sees this, moves the GC forward, and turns around knowing that he needs to get the kill on that. The Mercies come out, narrowly avoids attack missile snipe right where he was, almost kills Chevalier, as Nuclear Storm retreats to the safety of his Aeon attack missile defense, which can just deflect whole snipes, which is pretty good. We have a massive swarm of flak here. HB Diehard is full on retard, as Combo says, after chasing Ono, who really... Oh, let's see here. Yeah, this was the mystery. Up the ASF come in, and Ono will not make it out alive. Combo rather upset with the stupidity of HB. It's commenting that he will TML him for his stupidity. Nuclear Storm asking if he left, since he has lots of worry. He has to worry about lots of things. As we might see a air fight, we have another snipe coming in, and is Chevy going to get the dodge? No, he will not. Chevy goes down, and this leaves a Nuclear Storm all alone. Most likely summing up the game. Great play from all players. Combo with those early EXP rushes really put them on the back foot. Nuclear Storm fought as hard as he could, and with this final air fight, we will see if he is able to still retain dominance. He comments that he's one of the only ones that actually did anything, feeling that his team really let him down. Combo commenting on the air, which is nice. Ionic also commenting, so I presume that they expected this. Nuclear Storm saying that's all he's good at. But you can't really blame Nuclear Storm for feeling a bit down. I mean, his whole team basically died, leaving him alone. He's requesting one air fight, a real one, and it looks like he might get it. Asking why he feels like he gets the newbies as he dodges yet another attack missile snipe, because his... as the strat bombers come in, he shreds basically those and just basically calls a GG and goes straight for another air fight. So he has won almost... He has not lost a single air fight, which is pretty amazing since he's just gone multiple battles, same ASF spam. And the final bomb goes off, killing Nuclear Storm and summing up the game. Calls the GG. Well played from every single player. Nuclear Storm still commenting he had air, which is rather nice. I mean, he played great for air. Combo really put him on the back foot with his Galactic Colossus spam, and the snipes that I saw Nuclear Storm pinging earlier took out his teammates. Ionic did really well, also helping with the GCs and putting air that I know kept Nuclear Storm from attacking. I would not want to fly over that personally either. Well played from every single player. It was a great game, as we see just really how much was put into that final attack. We're seeing experimentals everywhere. The Scathis was trying to be rebuilt, but all in all, great game. I would love to see more casts and replays. Please send them to me. I am not too good with the replay ID, so just send me a link via Mediafire if you can, and tell me how this cast went. Thank you and have a great day.